Okay, today we're working with solving multi-step word problems, and our question is, how can you solve multi-step word problems? And our directions tell us to use counters or objects to model the problem. Draw the counter or objects, write the numbers and the number sentences. So here's my problem. There are 11 crayons in the box. Pete takes 5 crayons. Jim takes 3 crayons. How many crayons are in the box? Okay, so we're going to draw a picture to help us solve this multi-step problem. Okay, so what do I know? I know that there are 11 crayons in the box. So I can draw 11 crayons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many crayons does Pete take? It says he takes 5 crayons. So 3, 4, 5. He takes those 5 crayons. So those are subtracted out of there. So we would say 11 minus 5 equals what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11 minus 5 equals 6. So now I have 6 crayons left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I have. But then Jim takes 3 crayons. So I am going to circle and cross out. I'm going to subtract these 3 crayons that Jim takes. So I had 6 crayons and I subtracted 3 of them to leave me with 1, 2, 3. So that answers my question. How many crayons are in the box? 3. 3 crayons are left in the box. So they call it multi-step because it took me 1 step, 2 steps to find this answer. So it's a multi-step word problem. All right, let's look at this page. Eva has 5 red beads and 9 blue beads. She gives 5 blue beads to Leon. How many beads does Eva have now? So let's solve our first step. First, we have to find out how many beads Eva had. She has 5 reds and 9 blues. I need to find out how many that is. So I would do 5 plus 9. So I could do 5 and then 9 more to join her. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many does she have now? So I could say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So my first step was to figure out how many beads Eva has. She has 14 beads. She gave, which is a subtraction word, 5 blue beads to Leon. Okay, so she had 14 beads. She gave 5 to Leon. So what is she left with? Well, remember, let me draw a better picture down here. Remember, she had 14 beads. She gave 5 of them to Leon. What is she left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's left with 9 beads. 14 minus 5 equals 9. She's left with 9 beads. Be sure to fill in all of your blanks and draw your picture. Pause if you need to. All right, let's look at this one. I'm going to scroll up just a little bit. Oops, no, I better not do that. We'll leave it just like that. Okay. Let's see. So use counters to model the problem. Draw the counters. Gwen has 18 dolls. She gets 2 more. Then she gives 6 dolls to May. How many dolls does Gwen have? Okay, so think about this. What do we know? We know that she had 18 dolls and then she got 2 more. That is telling us to add. So she had 18, and then she got 2 more. I can use my count on strategy, so I can say 18 is a big number, so 18 and then 19, 20. So I counted 2 more. I took 18 and I counted up 2. 18, 19, 20. So 18 plus 2 equals 20. That means Gwen has 20 dolls. Then she gives 6 of them to May. Gives is a subtraction word. So I would say 20 minus 6 equals 20 minus 6. You can pull out counters to solve that, or you could draw a picture. I will draw a picture since we are on a video. So there's 10, and I'm gonna draw, so I'm drawing 20 circles to represent Gwen's 20 dolls. I'm taking away 6 of them. So I'm going to take away these 6 right here. These are the 6 that she gives away. We subtract them out of here. What is left? Well, I know this is 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. She's left with 14 dolls. So it took me 2 steps to solve this. This one to find out how many dolls she had, and this one to find out how many she's left with when she gives 6 of them to May. All right. If you have not done it, I want you to pause this video and click the Math on the Spot link. Meg has a bowl of grapes. 7 grapes are red, 6 grapes are green. She eats all the green grapes, and she eats 2 red grapes. How many grapes are left in the bowl? All right, so this one is multiple steps. What do we know? We know that Meg has a bowl of grapes. 7 grapes are red, and 6 grapes are green. Let's figure out how many grapes she has by adding 7 and 6 together. So I would say my first step is to say 7 plus 6 equals. So I can draw a picture up here. Here's my 7 red and my 6 green. Okay, so how many grapes does she have? So I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 grapes. All right, so now we know how many grapes she has. It says she eats all the green grapes. She eats them. We're going to subtract them out of here. Remember, 6 of them are green. We're going to subtract them out of here. So we would say 13 minus 6 equals. Well, what are we left with? 7. 13 minus 6 is 7. Okay. But then she eats 2 more. She eats 2 of those red grapes. So here's our 2 red grapes now. She ate those. So we had 7 and we ate 2. What are we left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's left with 5 grapes. And that answers our question. Because our question was, how many grapes are left? 5 are left. So it took us 1, 2, 3 steps to find this answer. All right, let's look at this one. Ellen puts peaches in a box. Then she gives 6 to 1. She eats 1 peach. There are 8 peaches left in the box. How many peaches did Ellen start with? All right, it doesn't tell us, does it? It doesn't tell us how many peaches were in a box. It just tells us what she did with those peaches. So in order to find out how many peaches she started with, we're going to have to go back and reread what she did with them. She gave 6 of them to 1, so we know she had 6. She ate 1, and then there were 8 peaches left. All right, so let's start with this. 6 plus 1. I know 6 plus 1 is 7. I could say 6, 7. Okay? So those are the ones she gave to 1 and the ones she ate. And there were 8 peaches still in the box. So I'm going to take the 7 and add it to that 8. So I would say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. She started out with 15 peaches. All right, we're going to scroll past number 4, and I want you to go just to choose the correct answer. Remember, multi-step problems. It takes several steps to find your answer. Alex finds 4 berries. Alice finds 5 berries. They take the berries home. They eat 3 berries. How many berries are there now? So we need to figure out what they started with. That's going to be our first step. There were 4, and then there were 5. So they found 4, and then they found 5. What does that equal? So I could say 4 plus 5 is 9. So they had the 9 berries that they took home. But then they ate 3. That means we're subtracting 3 out. So I had 9 berries here. We're going to subtract 3 out because that's what they ate. What are we left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are left with 6 berries. So it took 2 steps to find that answer. Okay, number 6. There are 10 birds in a tree. 2 birds are blue. The rest are yellow. One yellow bird flies away. How many yellow birds are in the tree now? Okay, so first step, there are 10 birds in a tree. 2 birds are blue. The rest are yellow. So down here, I'm going to draw my picture. Here are my 10 birds. And it tells me that 2 are blue. 1, 2. The rest are yellow. Now, it's not asking us how many birds are yellow. It's also, there's another step in there. There's another piece of information. It tells us that 1 yellow bird flies away. So one of these yellow birds flies away. How many yellow birds in the tree are there? So what I had was, my first step was 10 minus 2 equals 7. 7 is the yellow birds that we had. No, I'm sorry, 8. Let's count it, 8. 10 minus 2 is 8. We have 8 yellow birds. One of the yellow birds flies away. 8 minus 1. One yellow bird flies away. What are we left with? 5, 6, 7. 7 yellow birds. Because it says, our question is, how many yellow birds are there now? 7. 7 yellow birds. So it took 2 steps, 1, 2, to find that answer. All right, Maddie had 5 big cars. She had 7 small cars. Maddie gave 3 small cars to her brother. How many cars does Maddie have now? So first step, we have to figure out how many she started with. That means we're going to add her 5 big cars and her 7 small cars. That's our first step. 5 plus 7 equals. And we're going to figure that out. Here's 5. Here's 7. Okay, so what does she start out with? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She starts out with 12 cars. She gave, that's a subtraction word, 3 small cars to her brother. She gave 3 small cars to her brother. We're subtracting them out. She had 12. She gave 3 to her brother. How many cars does Maddie have now? we can count. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She has 9 cars now. Kendra has 4 brown rocks and 10 gray rocks. She gives 4 rocks to Amy. How many rocks does Kendra have now? First step, we find out what she started with. She had 4 brown ones and 10 gray ones. We need to find out what 4 plus 10 equals. So I can draw a picture. All right, 4 plus 10. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 4 plus 10 is 14. That's my first step. I had to figure out how many rocks she started with. She gives, that's a subtraction word, 4 to Amy. So she had 14 and she gives 4 to Amy. What does she have now? How many does she have now? So I'm going to say 14 minus 4. So remember, I had 14 right here, right? I'm going to take 4, cross them out, and subtract them. I'm left with just this. I'm left with 10. She has 10 rocks now. So it took me 2 steps to find my answer.